Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Alabama quickly back to the line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. It's a running move. And this It's a fumble after that huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events. With the fumble going out of bounds, they'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll try the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Alabama! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a crease. It's Monk. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll run it again. Look out. He's got room. He's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally with a football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they could find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That's a risky play call there, 4th and a couple of yards, and you turn around, you hand it to your running back, you say, my guy's a better athlete than any of yours on defense, and he's going to find a way to keep this drive going.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. On the move is the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Sensing that its defense needs some help. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the catch. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
They want to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Looking to pass, it's Reed. Big fella moving. Just excellent coverage, nowhere to go, and they don't come close to getting it in. The defense, a brick wall. They are penned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
First play of the period will be a second down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hale. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Quarterback making adjustments. They're going to run it. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Off play action. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Texas A&M offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Power football with the run. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Under fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. To the air, it's Simpson. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Oh, out of space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And the Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is running away with this one today thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 28 over Navy. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The A sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Nice stiff on there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those O-linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Going right to work up top. Buys a little extra time. He turns it loose to the left. Grabs it inside the 15. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's It's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Bussey. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.